Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Homestead Where You Are. Today I am going to be canning some fresh green beans. I have a whole ton of green beans that I need to get canned. I have let some of these go in my refrigerator a little too long, so a couple of them are going to be bad, but for the most part, they're still good, especially for canning. So anyway, for me, this is going to be a 2-day process because I have to work today and tomorrow. So today I want to get them snapped and maybe in the jars and ready so that tomorrow I can do the canning process. So anyway, normally most people would snap them like this, but I have some pretty bad arthritis. If I do that, my hands are going to be killing me. So I'm going to be using a knife and a cutting board and cutting mine just because it's the easiest way to do it for me. So anyway, I'm going to start. I am loving this. Is the first time I have ever planted. Let me show you a little better. These are the rattlesnake pole beans. I've never grown them before. And these I planted a little later than the other stuff, so they are actually just now starting to come on. There's only a few of these in here. But I think in the next week or two, I'm going to have a ton of these. So I have everything set up now where as I get just a day or two at a time, I can can what I have and not let it get so out of hand. So anyway, I'm going to get these all cut up and ready, and I will bring you back for the next part. I'm trying to save all these tips for my chickens. They're going to love that. All right, I'm going to wash these off real well and then see about getting them in some jars. Today I'm going to be unboxing a hummingbird feeder. This is from a company, I know I'm going to butcher this name. It's called Grete or Grete? Gotye. Anyway, they sent me this hummingbird feeder to try out. So I'm going to take it out of the box, see what it looks like. Honey recipes, how to keep it clean, how to fill it, you know. Well, Sorry about that. My husband is doing some tree trimming. Actually, we had a limb that fell from a tree that's on the neighbor's property. This is glass. At least this part of it is. It's very nice. Looks like it's well made. Very pretty. All right, now I'm going to see about mixing up some sugar water to put in there. All right, so it says mix with 1 part sugar, 4 parts water. All right. All right, at some point my mic died. I had to switch to the second one. I don't know when that happened, so forgive me if it happened while I was filming just a second ago. But got my sugar water. I'm just trying to make sure I have it dissolved well. All right, now we're going to take this out front. I have a spot, the awning that hangs over my kitchen sink. We've always kept a bird feeder there. It was time for us to refill it, so I'm going to go replace it with this one. And I'll bring you along for that. Getting caught up in my roses here. I do have to say it's a very nice hummingbird feeder. This part's glass, this part's metal, well made. Of course, the bin on the bottom is plastic, but it's really nice. So I would imagine sometime later today our resident hummingbird will be back, and the nice thing about putting it here is I can get my camera out from the window on the other side and video the hummingbirds. So hopefully we can get some of that in the next day or two.
You ready to go, babe, before you get it.
I got it. Of course, now he went away.
Things keep going the way they are, and things that have happened, this being actually something I never thought about. There's been swatting that's happened to lots of people on both sides of the aisle, where somebody makes a false 911 call and the SWAT team shows up. Somebody tried to do that to us once. There's been so much that would drive good people out of politics, and we can't go on like this.
How do we turn it around?
Well, I know for us, I'm going to keep working on causes that I believe in.
All right, 1 teaspoon of salt. This is just preference. I'm going to fill them to 1 inch of headspace. All right, now we're going to debubble. All right, a couple of them need a little more water now that we got the bubbles out. All right, now we're going to wipe the rims. And this one, by the way, is still a pint. It's just a short, squatty one instead of the regular size. All right, I have some brand new wide mouth lids and bands in here. I'm just going to tighten these finger tight. Don't like try and wrench them down or anything. Just finger tight. All right, these are some brand new regular mouth lids. I got these in last year on the Walmart markdown for $1 a box. So I think I bought a whole case of them. All right, so I have 13 jars. If I use my Presto, I can only do 7 at a time, but if I use my All-American, but I don't want to do that because I'm having problems with my weight. I got to order a new weight for that one. So I will have to do it in 2 batches. So, see, that's the All-American. Oh no, that's the Presto. Sorry. All right, and I think for my canner, I think it says 2 quarts of water. Can't remember for sure, but I have like a permanent line down there. Just from doing this so much, there's like a water line right there, so I know to go to that spot. So consult the instructions for your canner to know how much water you're supposed to put in it. All right. Actually, you know what? I think I can double stack these in here. I think I was wrong, especially since the bottom layer is going to be these that are just a little bit shorter. If I remember right, that is just enough to make it so that I can double stack. So I think I actually have time to do these today. So everything is cold water, cold canner, cold beans, cold everything. I don't even have this on yet. So you want them to all be the same temperature. So I'm going to start that and I'm going to wait. It's going to take a little bit until it builds up enough to start steaming right here. And then we'll go from there. All right, so this has now been spewing steam for 10 minutes. So I'm going to put my weight on. And then I'm going to wait for the pop-up to seal and this to get to 10 pounds. When it reaches 10 pounds, then I will start my timer. All right, so this has reached 10 pounds of pressure. So now I'm going to let these process for 20 minutes for pints. It would be 25 minutes for quarts, but I have pints. So 20 minutes, and I'll bring you back when that's ready. All right, so this has been going for 20 minutes now. So I'm going to turn it off. And then I'm going to let it sit here until it gets all the way down to 0 pressure. You want to let it do all of it naturally. If you try and get it to go faster, then you're just going to cause siphoning. So this is going to take probably 45 minutes or so for me. But anyway, I'm going to let it get all the way down to 0 before I do anything. So I'll bring you back when we are ready to take them out. Okay, this has come down to 0 pressure. And when I remove that, there's no sound coming out of it. Always open this away from you because that steam is very hot. And I'm going to let that sit for about 5 or 10 minutes before I pull them out. All right, we're going to pull these out now. All right, now I'm going to let these sit for about 24 hours, and tomorrow we'll take the bands off and get them put away.